Hello, 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 fellow addicts. Alyssa and Safi popping in once again. And yes, that means it's that time, your favorite time, TSTO spoiler time. We've officially received the next event packet from EA, laying out all the details for the next event in our pocket-sized towns. And it's time to give our fellow addicts all the spoilery details. So as always, we're going to give you a quick rundown of what the next event will entail with some spoiler details and images. So get ready. Grab a pen and paper and be prepared for information overload. Remember, we're going to reveal a bunch of spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to know, this may not be the video for you. And now for your official spoiler warning. Spoilers incoming in 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. The next event will hit our games on Wednesday, August 7th. As far as a theme, here's a little hint. The Simpsons are getting into the AI craze by revealing how the future has been predicted all these years. But when the knowledge of the future is used to try and change the future, what future does that leave? Sounds like a whole lot of future talk. Time to dive into a little AI in our pocket-sized towns as a BART future hits our games. So what are we waiting for? Let's show off that splash screen. Saf, thoughts on the splash screen?
I like the splash screen. I like how you got this little futuristic television staring at us. You can see all the more grown up or more advancedly aged Simpsons family members looking down, while Skyfinger and Homer are curious what's going on and how's the future looking at us. So the splash screen looks pretty good. I really like the splash screen. Which historically means doesn't bode well for the event. So,
in fairness, August events usually aren't that good.
Sorry? I
said, in fairness, August events usually aren't that good.
Fair. That's true. That's true. How about you? What do you think of the splash screen?
I think it's fun. It's a little different. It's interesting. Like you, I like the future Simpsons peering down at the current world in a little porthole. It looks like fun, but as I said, as you said, the good splash screens usually don't bode well for events, and August doesn't usually bode well for events. So my hopes aren't too high, but it should be interesting. I always love a future episode of The Simpsons, so it should be good. All right, let's get to some quick basic facts about the event overall. Once again, we are at another multi-event with each act hitting every 9 days. Similar formula to what we've been seeing forever and ever and ever and ever with no end in sight. So Act 1 begins on Wednesday, August 7th, as we said. Act 2 begins on Friday, August 16th. Act 3 begins on Sunday, August 25th. And Act 4 begins on Tuesday, September 3rd. And with this event, it will run until September 18th. So a whole lot of time to get into the AI mess. Anyway, so we know it's heavy into AI, but what are we looking at this time around? Here is the event overview from EA. After Professor Frink unveils his new AI machine and reveals that it's been responsible for all of the eerily accurate predictions of the future, Lisa is somewhat concerned about whether or not this AI could be used to alter the future. When Frink doesn't know and asks the machine, the infinite recursion caused by this quadri causes a space-time rift. This is a lot of the same word being used over a lot of word salad in this. Causes a space-time rift to open and pulls a future version of Bart into present-day Springfield. And when asked about his motivations, he says he's here to save the future by destroying the past. Teaming up with present-day Bart, the two Barts go on a rampage that the present-day police are not equipped or capable to stop. But when the plan to pull more people from the future to help out goes wrong, Lisa is left trying to figure out if she can save the present, let alone the future. What will happen to Springfield? Hopefully the AI machine has another eerily accurate prediction for us because we're completely stumped. Saf, thoughts on the overview?
My first thought is, when did James Cameron start working on The Simpsons? This is straight out like Terminator. After we got like this whole future Bart teaming up with current Bart to save the future. I mean, it sounds really cool. The concept of it I mean, we've had a lot of future events, not a lot, but we've already had a future event with a lot of future content. But again, there's been quite a few different episodes over the past 36 seasons with future content. So there is still room for it. And like you, I do love the time travel episodes. I love when they show us flashbacks or when they show us future glimpses. So overall, yeah, it sounds like an interesting take on a future episode.
Yeah, I mean, this game has been going on for 12 years. So 12 years, 6 major events a year. You're bound to kind of repeat some themes at some point. So I feel like this has been sort of kind of done in a different capacity. Obviously, there's a new twist on it, and I'm sure the dialogue is going to be amazing because it always is. But it does feel eerily similar to something else we've seen before. I can't quite put my finger on which event. Might be a combination of a couple of them, and maybe that's what they're doing. It's a good way to bring in though some of these other future items that we haven't yet seen in our games. So, for some basic overview facts about the event, these are things that we are always asked. So, first up, pretty much everyone will be able to play this event. You will only need to be at or above level 5 for this to trigger for you. Characters needed for event currency. These will be used throughout each act. The Fab Four are back: Homer, Marge, Bart, and Lisa. Then we have Grandpa, Wiggum, Eddie, and Lou, and new premiums, of which there will be 4, one for each act, as well as the donut promo will also help earn event currency. Pretty standard with the prize track. Each prize track contains 5 prize slots, 20 prizes total, as always. Here are the details on the prize track. 2 new characters, 7 new buildings, 7 new decorations, and 4 womp 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 mystery box tokens. So sounds like an August event with mystery box tokens. But otherwise, it's nice to have a nice equal balance of buildings to decorations and 2 new characters. Any thoughts on that, Saf?
Yeah, I mean, getting 2 characters kind of does offset a little bit the mystery box tokens. I've kind of got used to mystery box tokens, but lately it's been a lot of just 1 character on prize track. So getting to this prize track, that's sort of nice. Plus, I mean, in addition to the Flat Fab 4, we're using Eddie and Lou. It's been a long time since I can feel Eddie and Lou have been used for anything. So that seems like a nice little twist as well.
Yeah, I agree. And it's nice to have more characters involved to earn event currency, because I feel like the last couple of events we've had less characters, less standard characters. I think the last one we had the whole Simpsons family plus 1 more, and then a premium currency, yeah, premium characters. But I feel like this is a nice balance of folks to earn a currency. All right, let's get to the details on the prize track. As we discuss, I will put up some images on the screen. So for Act 1, first prize is the Buzz Cola AI machine, which is a decoration. And then we have the Futuristic High Rise, which is a building. And then everyone's favorite mystery box token. Then we've got the Bullet Train Billboard, which is another decoration. And then we have the Futuristic Monorail Station, which is another building. Saf, thoughts on those?
For me, this prize track is actually a win because, you know me, I love my monorails, and to get a whole new station for it, that's like a character to me. I mean, I'm super excited. I feel like we're starting off with a bang. If it wasn't for that monorail station, it was a pretty mundane average Act 1 prize track. But like, yeah, to get a new monorail station and not to have to pay donuts for it to get on your prize track, for me, that we're starting off way up here already. How about you? What do you think of this Act 1 prize track?
I think it's a pretty solid Act 1 prize track. You've got 2 buildings, 2 decorations. I think that's a good way to start. Again, monorail station is a nice touch. Again, of course, it's all about that track. So hopefully folks have been continuing to earn track. But otherwise, I think it's a pretty decent Act 1 prize track. It's not starting off too high. It's a good solid start, though. All right, for Act 2, we have the Futuristic Streetlight, which is a decoration. Futuristic Satellite, another decoration. And then the Mystery Box Token. And then we've got the Futuristic Apartments, which is a building. and the futuristic skyscraper, another building. Saf, thoughts on those?
I feel like we just went from a high right off the cliff to the low. Both decorations and both buildings look quite mundane, and then you got the mystery box token. So for me, this one's quite a letdown. But again, in a 4-act event, you always have a letdown, and usually it is Act 2. So, but yeah, this is a pretty low, low, especially coming off the monorail track. So
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
a rail station.
it's still nice because it's balanced, 2 buildings and 2 decorations. It's not like super heavy on one or the other. But yeah,
Right.
they're pretty generic looking buildings, and so nothing spectacular about Act 2. And I agree, that tends to be the one where you start to fall off that cliff a little bit. All right, Act 3. First prize on the Act 3 prize track is the drone pack, which is a decoration. Then we have the futuristic tower, a building. And we've got the, you guessed it, mystery box token. And then we've got the ePhone 67 billboard, which is another decoration. A lot of billboards in this. And rounding out the Act 3 prize track is Future Lou, which is a character for Springfield, not a costume, a full character. Saf, thoughts on the Act 3 prize track?
For me, it's a win. I mean, you got a full character, Future Lou, who's also looks fun and cool. So do enjoy that. And the billboards, you know me, I got billboards all over my Springfield. So yeah, getting Future Lou though, especially, we're heading in the right direction again. How about you? What do you think of Act 3?
Yeah, it's a good solid Act 3 prize track. I feel like ending on a character is nice. So I think it's a good prize track. All right, Act 4. First prize on the Act 4 prize track is a decoration for Springfield, the electric tree. Then we've got the futuristic condominium, another building for Springfield. Then we've got the mystery box token. And then we jump to the Anagram's spooky abandoned slaughterhouse, which is a building for Springfield. And then we end the entire event, rounding out Act 4 and this event, with Future Lisa, a character for Springfield. Saf, thoughts on Act 4?
We're ending solid. I really like, actually. I'm surprised looking at the splash screen. I thought this would be a kind of a sucky event, but we got 3 pretty good acts here, or prize tracks, Act 1, 3, and 4. We're ending with a character. The building, the slaughterhouse, has a nice look to it too. A little bit more different than some of the buildings we're getting. The more generic looking buildings that are coming in the rest of this event. So overall, yeah, we're ending on pretty high. So I'm pretty happy with this prize track. How about you? What do you think of Act 4?
Yeah, it's a really solid way to end the event. I'm really happy that it ends on a character, and some of you may have picked up the themes of all the prize tracks. You definitely can build your own futuristic area of Springfield. Even taking some items we've gotten from previous events, you can add on to what you already have. A lot of this stuff should fit in kind of well with those areas. So I like a lot of things that work together. They might look fairly generic, individually, but it is nice that they kind of all fit together in one area. So I think it's overall a solid event prize track. Some highs and lows as typical, but I think also the Act 4 is a very strong prize track, and it ends really well without a hot dog cooker bot. So it's good to see that.
Get those drinks. Yeah, no, and like even the decoration, the electric tree looks really nice compared to some of the decorations that were preceding acts. So yeah, overall, we're ending on a pretty high note with Act 4.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's talk premium content. So we've got 4 new premium combos, 1 for each act, as always. No surprises there. 150 for each of these 4 combos. So you will need 600 donuts for event-specific premium. So again, 600 donuts for event-specific premium combos. These are new ones, not previous ones. Gil will be making an appearance during this event, and you should see him around Act 3. The event packet from EA says his deal will cost 200 donuts. So you will need 800 donuts to buy all of the event premiums. Again, that's 800 donuts to buy all of the event premiums. All right, let's talk about Gil first. All right, Gil, again, you'll see him at Act 3. And this time around, he is offering the Springfield Maximum Security Prison and Future Sideshow Bob. This is 200 donuts. The Springfield, I just have to make a point here that the Springfield Maximum Security Prison makes me a little sad because Wookiee built one out of 3D, and that's, one of my favorite things. So now we've got one to replace Wookiee's 3D after 12 years. Saf, thoughts on that combo?
Yeah, for me, I really like this combo. Sideshow Bob. I've always been a huge Kelsey Grammer fan from like Frasier, the new Frasier, Cheers, his brief cameo on Wings, and of course as the classic Sideshow Bob. So to get Sideshow Bob in the future, still out there trying to get Bart after all these years, for me it's a must-have. So of all the 5 premium offerings, this is definitely a 1A. I do have a 1B coming up as well, but yeah, for me, this is a 1A. How about you? What do you think of Sideshow Bob in the prison?
I think it's a good combo. I like Future Sideshow Bob and, the Maximum Security Prison. I don't know. I feel like Wookiees is better. Just saying. All right, let's jump to the Act Premium combos. And again, I will throw up images as we discuss these. So for Act 1, the combo is the Memorial Church and Future Bart. This is a building and character combo for 150 donuts. Saf, thoughts on that?
Yeah, for me, I mean, the whole story revolves around Future Bart coming and teaming up with Bart. So for me, this was my 1B. Yeah, I feel like I have to have Bart just to go along with the dialogue and the whole premise of the event. So if you were to get just one, for me, it'd be a toss-up between Sideshow Bob for 200 donuts or Bart for 150. The buildings for both are pretty average, like the Maximum Security Prison, like you said, or the Memorial Church here. But just based on the characters, I'm pretty happy with this one.
Yeah, I mean, the church is a church. It's a generic church, little white chapel. Like, it looks like any church you would see. But Future Bart is a nice addition, so I think that alone is worth the 150 donuts. So it's a good combo. All right, for Act 2, the combo is for another 150 donuts. You've got Sleeveless in Seattle and Future Nelson, another building and character combo. 150 donuts. Saf, thoughts on that combo?
I mean, for me, I do like this as well. Not as solid as Act 1, but the Sleeveless and Seattle building is somewhat generic. And yeah, Future Nelson is he looks okay, but yeah, overall he looks incomplete without his girlfriend in the future.
Yeah, it's not a bad pickup, but definitely not higher on my priority list, I feel like. All right, for Act 3, we've got another 150 donut combo, the Fighting Chokers Stadium and Rot. Thoughts on that, Saf?
We're really building stadiums and football fields in a lot of big areas now. I mean, this past mini event that just came through, we had so many football fields and the Canadian Football League players. So to get another stadium seems really soon, considering we just finished that mini event. But to get Rot, again, it's a bit low on my priority, but like I was saying earlier with Nelson, Nelson seems incomplete without having Rottweiler. So to get Rottweiler, or Rot for short, with Nelson, I like the concept that they're giving both of us, giving us both of those characters. So for me, if you have enough donuts, I would get both, and I will. But if you had to only select one or two, Nelson and Rottweiler are pretty low on my list. Rot. So yeah, how about you? What do you think of this combo?
I agree with that assessment. Low on the list. Not a bad combo, but low on the list. All right, the final premium combo for this event with Act 4, again, 150 donuts. This is Futuristic Office and Future Maggie. Saf, thoughts on this one?
Maggie is so cute. I mean, yeah, for me, she's follow Sideshow Bob and Bart. I would love to have another version of Maggie. But yeah, it was just, if you have to pick, she's not the highest on my list. And also just because she comes with the Futuristic Office, it's pretty generic building. So that's why she's a little bit lower for me than, say, Bart or Bart or Sideshow Bob. How about you? What do you think of this combo?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Maggie's a must pick up. The Office is take or leave, but I feel like you've got Bart, then Maggie, and then you've got Nelson and Rot kind of in there. So if you're limited on donuts, that's kind of what I would go with. But I think it's a good combo. I enjoy Future Maggie. All right, so there is one new donut promo available with this event, as I teased at the top. This one will help with earn event currency for all 4 acts. It'll appear as soon as the event hits your game. So you can get for 132 donuts, you can get Future Wiggum, which is a character I shouldn't say for 132 donuts. This is $9.99 US, and it includes 132 donuts and Future Wiggum, which is a full character for Springfield. Don't want to confuse that with it costing donuts. This is a cash character. It is $9.99 US. Again, it's 132 donuts and Future Wiggum. You get both of those when you spend the $9.99. Saf, thoughts on that one?
Again, I always feel like it's good to put in a little bit of money once in a while. The past event, I felt was a pass. For me here, Future Wiggum is yes. It's a classic character. We get a future version of him who his diet in modern day Springfield has led to his appearance in future Springfield. So he's floating around. I'm hoping that his task includes some animated flying around Springfield. That would be really, really cool. We're getting Future Lou on the prize track, so I feel we would need to get Future Wiggum just as in honor of Future Eddie, who's unfortunately not there with us.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Future Wiggum is a good pickup. It's definitely worth the $9.99 if you can swing it. All right, so there will be an event-specific premium box full of AI/future items from events past, as per usual. I won't be listing everything inside this box, but there are over 30 items in the box. So be on the lookout for that when the event launches. And of course, this is how you would spend your event mystery box prize tokens that you get. All right, Saf, any final thoughts on this event?
No, overall, actually, I'm looking at the price track, looking at the splash screen, looking at the potential. I'm pretty happy, actually. It seems much better than some of the past August events. It is an August event, but still, overall, it promises to be a little bit better than some past August events, in my opinion. How about you? What do you think of any final thoughts?
I agree with that assessment. I think it's going to be a decent August event. The dialogue should be good. The prizes are decent. It's not the greatest event in the world, but there have been much worse. So I think this will be a pretty solid way to end the summer and head into September and head into the holidays, because after this, the next event is Halloween. So I think that this is a good way to kind of get us to bridge the gap until we get to the holidays and Halloween, and then you've got your Christmas event after that. So it's a nice way to kind of round out the year prior to the Treehouse of Horror and Christmas. All right, guys, so that's going to do it from us for now. Hopefully this spoiler video gets you prepped for this event, and look for it to start on Wednesday, August 7th. And once it goes live, we will, of course, have a rundown post up on TSTOaddicts.com with all of the info you will need for Act 1 and beyond. We will be back soon, so until then, thanks for watching this spoiler video and checking out the details of the latest event in TSTO with us. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.